Welcome back to Autism Live. We're really proud to have Alex Plank with us on the phone. Alex has been a semi-regular on the show since the beginning, and we consider him a friend of the show. And he's joining us via Skype right now. Hi, Alex. How are you today?
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. And how about you?
Pretty good.
I'm excited that we can still get
you can see me.
Yes, we can absolutely see you. I'm excited that we can still get you on the show, even though you're a big star now.
Oh, yeah.
So, for people who don't know, who haven't DVR'd and haven't watched it yet, you were featured on The Good Doctor, their episode, not this most recent one, but a week ago Monday. And it was a very exciting time for a lot of us because we love that show and we love what that show has done for the community. And to see you in a very big role, I must say, was a very fun thing to do. So, Alex, I want to know from you, what was this process like? First of all, what was the audition like to be on The Good Doctor?
Well, just a sort of a standard audition. I, got the scenes that I was supposed to audition for which I was supposed to audition, and I got a time that I was supposed to audition.
Did you have to go through a callback process? Did you have to go in front of producers? Was it a thing that you had to be seen like multiple times, or was it just once?
Well, I actually got the audition notice the week before. I think on Friday, and I noticed that the audition was like 5 minutes before I had to fly to Washington, D.C.
It's always that way, right?
So
when it rains, it pours.
So I told my agent, I was like, hey, can you please move this to either a day before or like at least like earlier in the morning, because like I can't really get from LAX. I can't get from an audition in the Valley to LAX and be on the plane and go through security and be on the plane in 5 minutes.
Right, and I'm sure
especially if I have an audition.
Right, and I'm sure your agent was like, "Oh, we got to figure this out because we want you to be seen."
Well, they were like, "Yeah, sure, we'll change the time."
Oh, that's awesome. And so you did the audition and you made it on the plane to get out to Washington.
Yeah, I did and then when I was in DC the next week, I got them asking to make sure I was still available, and I said yes.
And then,
but no, it was just one audition. I auditioned on, I think, Tuesday or Monday before. Yeah, Monday, I think. And then I flew out on Tuesday.
So first they said, "Is he still available?" So you knew you were still in the running. But when did you hear that you'd actually booked it?
The next day. So like a week later, about a little over a week later.
Wow, no stress. I mean, this is unheard of. And so then but you couldn't tell anybody, right?
Well, I mean, I could tell my friends and stuff. I just couldn't like publicly talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not like when you. I mean, I was like, it's like, hey, Mom, because I mean, obviously, if but I couldn't really tell anyone, and the only people I could tell was sort of people that were close to me, obviously, because it's not like you
weren't going to disappear.
You're not supposed to, I don't want my parents calling the police and, reporting me as missing or something. I mean, not that they would do that because, I mean, they do live in Virginia and I live in Los Angeles, so.
But you don't want to make people worse.
Well, yeah.
Right. So then how long was it before you had to get on the plane to Vancouver to film? How much time was in between those two times?
Well, so I was in DC, as you know, and so they were gonna fly. So they were like, "Oh, we need to fly you on Monday, I think, or Tuesday." Well, they were originally gonna do Tuesday, but they were like, "Can we do it Monday because you're gonna be flying from DC?" I was like, "Well, the only thing is that I was planning on going down to visit my parents, so I don't really have a hotel booked in DC from."
So it sort of upset your whole apple cart.
So I ended up flying there, I think, on Sunday, this is all very boring. I don't know how interesting
But you
this
know
is
what?
to
It
your
isn't
audience.
boring because those of us who don't lead this life, we're living vicariously through you.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so you had to end up flying from DC up to Vancouver to shoot. Um,
Right.
I don't know. This is big
Well,
time stuff.
and then and then it was one of those things where it was like, well, then I had to fly. So they were like, well, yeah, so that's just easier. Okay, sure, we'll fly on Sunday since either way, it's going to cost money to either get a hotel or to
The inner
in
machinations
here
of
or
the
in
television.
Vancouver. So you know what I mean.
Okay, so
So
now
it's
let's
basically
fast forward to you're up in Vancouver and you've got the script and you're able to see what the through line of your story is.
why. Yeah.
You'd seen a little bit of it, so you kind of knew what it was about
Why?
when you auditioned.
Yeah. Actually, surprisingly, the audition was like, I think like four. It was like 7 pages.
That's a lot.
It was like a few. It was quite a few scenes. I don't know if it was 4 or 3 or 4 or 5. I forget. But so when I got in there, they were like, which scenes are you reading? And I'm like, well, what do you mean which scenes? I have all of them. And they're like, oh, well, we gave the people that's great. Well, we gave people the option to only prepare a few.
But you were prepared
If
for
they
all
couldn't
of them.
handle all of them, but I did all of them. And
Very
then I did the first one. And they're like, all right, time for the next. They're like, are you ready for the next scene? And I looked at her. I'm like, there's more. And then they were like, seriously, like it looked like that. I crushed their hopes and dreams. But then I was like, no, I'm just kidding. and then read the next one.
Okay. But here's the thing that I really want to know. So you go up to Vancouver, and for people who haven't seen it, and Trayvon, are we gonna be able to show a clip here that we got from ABC television? I think he's looking.
Hello?
Okay. I'm guessing we got a little technical difficulty with that. But so, check your email, Trayvon, because I sent you one. But, and you got up there, and for people who haven't seen it, there is a relationship that you're in with a roommate, and we don't want to give away everything, but it's a very sweet relationship that through the course of the episode gets better defined. And you had to work very closely with this young woman that I'm guessing you had never met before in your life.
Yeah.
But on screen, you guys have so much rapport, and it was a very believable acting job from the two of you that we all believe that you guys had known each other forever. Is that just easy for you as an actor, or do you feel that there was like some great chemistry between the two of you?
Well, yeah, I think that having good chemistry obviously always helps. But at the end of the day, it's sort of your job to play the part. But yeah, I think that they picked a really good. They cast it really well. I think obviously people really liked it. So I think, and I also think that the fact that both actors are on the spectrum, that's really important.
So it's 2 characters who are on the autism spectrum, played by 2 actors who are on the autism spectrum.
Right.
But here's the thing that's always fascinating to me, Alex, is that I watched you, I know you. I go to a lot of different social functions that you're at, and we've gone to social functions together, and I feel like you're a friend and that I know you fairly well, and yet I'm watching this character, who was not you. So you're an actor with autism, playing an actor on the autism spectrum.
Well, it's the character. I'm not playing myself.
Exactly.
At all.
But what is that like for you to portray a different version of autism?
Well, I don't think it's really a different version of autism so much as just a different person.
There we go.
I mean, I think people like to think, oh, they sort of hear autism and then they're like, oh, well, everything is somehow a level of that or something of that. But there's this guy's someone that this guy cares about, his roommate, he's very close to in different ways. She has to like have brain surgery. I mean, I've never been in that situation specifically, and you've certainly never seen me in a situation that's serious.
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't think you know. So I just sort of thought about how someone who does have difficulties in these settings, and who does really care about this person, and who really basically does everything with her. How he would respond given this situation. So I don't think it's like a different level of autism per se, but more of just like a character in a specific situation.
I
And
love
I
that
use
answer.
obviously use parts of myself clearly that I've and sort of think of experiences that I've had that sort of help me connect with that.
And you were wonderful. It was truly wonderful, and the relationship between the two of you was truly wonderful. The storyline was wonderful. What's been the feedback that you've gotten from people? Have we all just been? I know everybody that I've talked. My husband especially wanted me to tell you that he thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
And is that pretty much
yeah,
been the response?
Yeah, I think people really liked it. I was actually sort of blown away by the response. It was amazing. I was looking for my glasses. I wanted to show you that I wear in the show. They're specially tinted glasses.
Did they let you take them home?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's interesting. You don't always get your props.
Well, I mean, I asked if I could take them because, I was like, well, who else is going to wear these?
Were they prescription for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, that makes
I guess
sense.
that maybe they'll have another character in the future that has the exact same prescription as me.
I doubt
what's
that.
the exact same
I
frame,
thought they were
and
just
want the exact
props.
same frame.
I thought they were just something, but they had them made to your eye prescription?
Yeah, they actually had a special custom coating.
Wow.
Basically a transition from the top. Well, it's not really a transition, more of like a progressively darker. So at the bottom of the glasses, here, hold on. Can you take me off the screen? I'm going to go find them.
Yes. Put it back on me, Traven. Wait
Yeah.
1 second, Alex. Wait until Traven. Yeah, there we go. Alex is going to go find his glasses. While we do that, I want to remind everybody that Alex is the creator of the website, the wrongplanet.net. So you can go to www.wrongplanet.net. It's an amazing website. One of the highest rated websites having to do with autism. He created that website when he was just 17 years old because he wasn't finding a place where other people like him were talking about the things that he wanted to talk about. There are some great resources on that website, including, I loved that.
You can bring me back. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I was just talking about Wrong Planet and how much I love some of the stuff that you do there. Oh, there's your glasses.
So these are the glasses.
Uh-huh. And that you wear because your character has some pretty intense light sensitivity.
Right. So I don't know if you noticed, but they're brighter on the bottom. So if I go like this, you can see more of my eyes.
Yeah. Which made it so that we could still see.
Which is cool because if there's overhead lights, that's sort of I've actually been wearing them quite a bit.
And do you find that you like them?
Yeah, because it's even because you can see fine. It's not like they're very dark, but they do sort of take quite a bit of the overhead light glare that you would get. And the prop team worked with an optician who has made glasses like these before for people on the spectrum with light sensitivities.
So what I found
really
ironic about this, Alex,
trying hard to
what I found ironic about this, about your character having a light sensitivity, is that every time you've been on the show before, and any time I'm with you, not every time, but most of the time, you have a little bit of you like flashlights, yes?
Oh yeah, well I brought
Bright
my
ones.
flashlights on the set.
Of course you did, because you love to flash.
I always have one in reach. I have so many.
I would say that you have a little bit of I wouldn't say a perseveration, but you have a big interest in flashlights, and you love flashlights, and the brighter the better. And I have been places with you where I have said,
right,
Alex,
but I'm not shining those at my eyes.
I know, but sometimes you're shining them places where I have had to say to you on a couple of occasions, Alex, you're killing me. And you're like, really?
Well,
that bothers you?
I never shined a flashlight in your face.
All right, we'll keep that the story.
I've never no, and if I did, it was like
By
it
accident,
must have
maybe.
been an accident.
Yes.
I don't think I have even on accident, to be honest with you. I think
Okay.
you just.
All right. You're
Maybe,
my guest.
I don't know.
I defer to you.
I probably did actually.
I can tell you exactly where we were, but let's defer to you. But in any case, I found it ironic but I remember the conversation too, because you were saying to me that bothers you, and I was like, oh, Alex, my eyes can't take it at all, and you were like, really? And then to see you portray somebody who has a light sensitivity was ironic.
Bose noise canceling headphones on the audition, that was another thing, and the director loved them so much that he was like, apparently couldn't stop talking about them.
And now Bose should want to have you as a spokesperson now.
I guess that's true, but I mean, you couldn't see the logos. I was wearing them sort of on my neck like this, you know.
And you looked very fashionable in your glasses and your thing. So, what do you think is next for you, Alex?
Well, you know, I just in terms of what I mean, I have a lot of things going on. I'm working on projects that I'm interested in.
Are you going to continue to audition? Are you available for other acting roles?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I've auditioned for other things.
Well, I think we all look forward to seeing more of what you're doing. You proved yourself to be not just a proficient actor, but a very good actor at a very high level on a subject matter that was pretty much in depth, because you were having to deal with anxiety and with, what are you showing us now? What is that?
That's the calculator watch that my character
Well, they sent you home with all of the props. What's up with that?
Well, no, I wanted to, the props maybe, but there were other props, I think.
Well.
That's true, because there was green Jello, and I got to keep that too. Although I don't know where that went.
This is how Alex likes to joke with me.
Oh, I don't check my bags when I travel, because I like to keep everything on me. So I guess I couldn't bring it back, so I think I gave it to the other actress, Vera, to take with her. I don't know, but I think she couldn't eat it, because I don't know if she's vegan, and I don't know if Jello's vegan.
Depends on who made it. Now, do you keep in touch with her? Have you guys continued to be friends after the filming?
Yeah, we've gone hiking a bit, and she's a cool person, a good actress, I would say, for sure.
Absolutely, a very good actress. And Alex, you're very much a well-known person in the autism community, and a spokesperson sometimes in the autism community. You speak all over the world. Has the reaction from the autism community been what you had hoped for?
Well, I think people really liked it who saw it so far. I think at this point, maybe if probably around about 15 million people have seen it. So I would think that a lot of people have seen it.
We want to encourage people to watch it. If you haven't seen it already, you can see it on demand right now. It's ABC.
It's also on abc.com for free if you watch it now. They wait. You have to wait like a week, and then you can only watch the episode for like a week or two. So it should be available, I think, to watch. I think they have the most recent two episodes. Well, the most recent episodes you have to wait a week to watch, but then the two after that are available for 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. So.
Well, we want to congratulate you. We're so excited for you and all the things that I believe that this is going to lead to. I think that the more people who, I'm just going to be honest, Alex, I think there was fear in the past that, on a set, it's like things move so slow, but then they speed up. And I think there was some fear about whether an actor on the autism spectrum could handle that. And I think that you and others have proved that that's ridiculous.
Well, it's funny because I mean, people might not realize this, but I worked on the bridge on FX for every day on set. So I was actually probably, in terms of knowing when things are happening or where to be, I was probably as good as a lot of the other actors that were series regulars on the show. They really were. What I found interesting is the director and the producers kept sort of commenting on how crazy it was. It seems like I've been doing this for years or something, and that I take direction really well, and
clearly
this is going to be fantastic. And they were really excited. I think they I think this turned out, according to them, this turned out significantly better than they could have ever hoped for.
Well,
I don't know what they were expecting,
but there you are making inroads, and I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing for you. I think it's amazing for the autism community. I think it's amazing for the world to see that. We are totally out of time, Alex, and I apologize. But I want to thank you and keep us posted on what's happening. So we want to follow everything that you're doing.
Okay. Well,
right.
yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
It was great.
We'll talk soon.
And we'll talk soon. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. We are unfortunately out of time altogether. I have to cut the show short by just a couple of minutes today because I got to run and do something that's fairly important. But I wanted to take a second and just say thank you so much for being with us and sticking with us and being a part of our journey. I'm going to be next week on Monday and Tuesday up in the Sacramento area visiting some of the card offices, but we're going to be back here on Wednesday morning to do live shows on Wednesday and Thursday. And so until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.